Good morning. Day 27, March 16th, Bama to Baxter. Across the way there's where I camped by this stream here. Just getting moving this morning. I slept in good. I think my body needed it. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm getting, this is probably one of the latest starts I've got, except for coming out of town. So I'm not sure how far I'm going today. It's going to be somewhere around 10 to 15 miles. Trying to get to about 15 today, which I think we'll split up these next 4.5 days pretty good. So onward we go. Today's been a pretty easy day. It's mostly been like, I'll say flattish terrain. Right now I'm walking on like a Forest Service access road. So I'm about 6 miles in. I had just stopped for lunch. It did rain quite a bit last night. Forecast is calling for like a ½ an inch, so it rained all night. I did get a little bit of water on the inside of my tent. I didn't stake out the head end of my tent, so the bug netting mesh where the water usually drains out, it was a little too close to like the sidewall, so it didn't quite drain how it was supposed to. And it's supposed to rain for like the next 2 or 3 nights, I believe, so I will do a better job with that tonight. Man, this looks pretty bad through here. I wonder if this is from that windstorm the other night. There's a lot of downed trees, holy hell. Well, that wasn't too bad getting around. I will say this is one of the best maintained trails I've ever hiked. That really big blowdown that I came across going right before Heflin. I posted a picture on the one Facebook group, and literally like the next day someone went out and cleared it up once they found out about it. So yeah, as far as I know, all the maintenance that's done on here, it's volunteer work, and they're like, man, they really stay on top of it.
I've been running round in circles, chasing my tail and lost my way, seeking shelter in different corners, never finding a place to stay. Somehow ended up here on the ground. Brother, help me up, I've fallen down.
Man, today's been just one of those days. Ever since I got up, I've just been in like a mental funk. Couldn't get my butt moving this morning, and then once I did, I still couldn't get moving. I've just been headwise and just kind of spacing out, I guess. I don't know what to call it. A little bit ago I stopped to call my wife, which was kind of gave me a reset to my day. I've been feeling a lot better since I talked to her, so it was good to chat with her a little bit. Definitely helped me out, I will say that. And this is a nice view through the trees that I'm walking down. Overall, the trail today has been easy. I got about 5-6 miles to camp. I'm in a relatively dry spot, so not sure where I'll be camping this evening. Well, I made it to camp, or at least what I'm gonna call camp for tonight. I'm gonna sit up here alongside the trail. Today turned out to be a hell of a lot better than what it started as. I have my wife to thank for all that. It was a rough start. I was so in my head, and you know, not in a good way. And then when I stopped to talk to her, she kind of set me straight. It wasn't one of those days where I was thinking about quitting, but she did tell me. She said, basically told me to get my butt moving, that I wasn't coming home until I finished this thing. So she did her job, because that's basically what I told her to do. If I don't let me come home until I finish this thing. So she did her job, so I appreciate that, Laura. Yeah, it wound up almost being a 21-mile day, so overall good day. It only leaves me, I think, about 16 miles to the end of the Pinhoti Trail, which is like the first, I would say the first major milestone of this trip. So yeah, after that I got the 72-mile connector on the Benton MacKaye to take me over to the start of the AT. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all have a good night. We'll get up tomorrow, and I may finish the Pinhoti tomorrow. We'll see how things go. Have a good night. Good morning. Day 28, Bama to Baxter, March 17th. Just getting moving this morning. Rained a little last night. It was pretty cold. I think the air temperature was only like 50, but man, it felt like 30 with the high humidity levels and rain. And I was just too lazy to pull out extra layers of clothes from my bag to put them on, so it was a little cold. Today's going to be a good day. Yeah, I should reach the northern terminus of the Pinhoti Trail, which marks the kind of first leg of this trip. So about 17 miles, there's a campsite. I think it's like a mile past the northern terminus of the Pinhoti, and at that point I'll be on the Benton MacKaye Trail. This whole area, there's like so many blowdowns. I just ran into the crew back there. There's like 10 of them. They've been working this area for the past at least few days. It may have been more than that, but man, they've done an incredible job. Apparently this whole section was just blowdown after blowdown after blowdown. So I stopped to thank them for their efforts and hard work. They did not want a picture taken, so they were, but yeah, big help. I'm telling you, the trail maintenance on the Pinhoti, it has been top notch. Wow, that is like a huge group of trees that, man, just fell off the hillside, especially that one, like way up there. Holy cow, that thing's huge. Luckily, not too much of it is in the trail here. Man, that windstorm, that must really came through this area. Like this whole hillside, or something came through here. Oh. Some turkeys on the Pinhoti. I think that's like water crossing number 10 or 15 or somewhere in there. There's been a lot of water crossings today. Well, I just reached the northern terminus of the Pinhoti Trail. 348-mile through hike of the Pinhoti complete. The first, I guess the first kind of phase of my Bama to Baxter through hike. Man, the Pinhoti overall was a great trail. I really liked it. Offered a lot of peace and solitude and a wilderness experience, along with like supportive trail town communities. I definitely was a bigger fan of the Alabama section, just because those Georgia roadwalks, man, they killed my calves. That was brutal. And then this last 8 miles, like the trail crews, they've done amazing, but this last 8 miles, there was a lot of blowdowns there, and yeah, so it was kind of tough to get, weave in and out of different areas. But overall, I really enjoyed the Pinhoti Trail. But right now, basically the trail just keeps on going through, and if you're only hiking the Pinhoti, you can continue taking the Benton MacKaye Trail out to I think there's a parking lot out here. But yeah, I'm going to keep on going. I'm almost 19 miles in for the day. I think there's a campsite in like another mile or two, and water right down here, so I'm going to fill up my water and then go set up camp. And then I've got roughly about another 20 miles to the next major road, where I'll catch a ride into town, the town of Blue Ridge. Onward we go. Well, I just made it to camp, just shy of 20 miles today. I'm set up here, if you can see the tent, and over here's a stream. So got about 20 miles, like I said, to get out to the road. So overall, it was a rough day, I won't lie, with the blowdowns and everything. But it is great to be done with the first part of this through hike. So I hope you all have a good night. Thanks for watching.